Hey, it's Sam. Welcome back to JR Brick Builders. In this video, we are going to be continuing our work on the Lego Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage. I have completed the T-Rex, which you can see behind me, and now we'll be moving on to working on the giant Jurassic Park gate that they drive through in the movie. Throughout this video, I will probably be pointing out all of the little cool details and Easter eggs that this set has for the movie because if I'm being totally honest with you, I'm a complete Jurassic Park nerd. I'm not a fan of the Jurassic World movies. I'm sorry if that upsets you, but I am a huge fan. In fact, the first Jurassic Park is my favorite movie of all time. So I have watched it probably 50 times and will, I think, catch on to all of the little details that they put in here and know where they go in the movie. So throughout this build, I'll try to bring you in for it and show you all of those little details. So if you have seen Jurassic Park, make sure you keep watching because you'll see all those details. If you haven't seen it, then don't worry because I think watching some of this build and seeing this set might make you interested in watching it, which I hope is the case because, like I said, this is my favorite movie of all time. So hopefully you will watch the movie and enjoy it. But let's get into the build so that we can get as much done tonight as possible. Well, this is where I'm at so far. I've got the bottom plate built here. And the way I had separated these into all of these bags was this, at least what I thought was just this bottom section here, which so far was good, except I haven't used all those pieces yet. And then I had separated each of these vertical gate pieces into their own separate bags because each side is a little different from the other as far as what scenes are depicted in the back. The problem I'm finding myself with is I've started pulling from one of the gate pieces because you get into that before you finish all these brown pieces on the track. And now I'm realizing I'm not even on the right gate side. So now I've got to get into all of those pieces with all of these pieces before I've even finished all of those pieces. So I'm about to have a huge mess of Lego bricks all on this table. I thought I had organized it so that I wouldn't have to do that. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to. So one way or another, I'll be finishing this gate within the next day or so because I'm about to have a huge pile of bricks here that I've got to deal with. Well, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of sorting to do. I've been digging through looking for a few pieces that are very simple pieces, but I didn't have them in this set, or at least I couldn't find them in the mess of everything over here. So what I decided to do was get into my spare parts bin, and I was able to locate the pieces that I needed, which is why I always sort my extra pieces. These are all extras. In a previous video, I showed how I've sorted all these, but I was missing 4 of these in brown, dark brown. So, oops, I was able to just kind of dig through here and find them quickly. And, you know, there's a good chance that by the time I get done with all this, they will be in there. And I'll just put the ones that I couldn't find in my spare parts bin when it's done, because they'll obviously be leftovers. But it saved me, I think, quite a bit of time because I searched for them for a while and could not find them. So I thought, you know what? That's what this bin of extra pieces is for. I knew along the way as I was building this, I was going to want to show you all of the little Easter eggs for the movie. or like the really cool details from the movie. And there's one, the flashlight that they have Ellie Sattler use when she's going to turn the power back on. If you've seen the movie, you'll recognize it. I thought they did an awesome job with this tiny little build of that flashlight, because it looks just like the one that they give her, because it's this big handheld contraption that almost looks like a movie camera. And that's it. That's the flashlight that they have her use in the movie. Here's another little Easter egg from the movie. They did a really good job with the shotguns. And it does look a lot like the shotguns used in the movie. They were a very unique one with the folding stock in the back. That's the only thing probably not represented here on these. But, you know, the shotgun the guy holds when he says that famous line, "Clever girl." That's that shotgun there, and it's just done by taking this gun here and attaching a set of binoculars to the front of it. I'm realizing that I think I've committed myself to quite a few days of building this set, because there are pieces everywhere, and I can't let the boys come down here and use the Lego table until I can get this all cleaned up. And I don't want to clean it all up until it's all built. So I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing for the next couple of days. But I mean, you know, there's worse problems to have, right? Well, as you can see, I'm not done with this section yet, but another little Easter egg from the movie, another little scene from the movie. This would be, you know, the table where John Hammond and Ellie Sattler sit, although there's not room for her. But this is where they sit and have their ice cream and talk about John Hammond's flea circus. If you're familiar with the movie, then you'll recognize that scene. So there's the little containers of ice cream with his bowl of ice cream. And this is where they sit and have their in-depth discussion about people are dying. And it's a pretty good scene from the movie. And I thought they did a really good job representing it here with this tiny little build. Well, would you look at that? I am almost done. Not quite. There's still a mess on this table, and I got a long ways to go. But I did finish up through page 56. This is where you would start with bag 10. You would build Ellie Sattler. And I've just completed this one side of the build right there. Let me flip this around back and show you what it looks like from this angle. Down bottom, you've got where Ian Malcolm lays after he's been messed up by the T-Rex, and they rescue him. They lay him down here. There's the flashlight down in there. If you can see that, let me turn that a little bit. Flashlight is in that basket down there. And then there's the cabinet back in here, if I can get in there. The cabinet is right there that has the shotguns in it, and just some shelves of storage back inside of there. And then there's the table that we looked at with all the ice cream that John Hammond and Ellie Sattler eat. Now we'll move on to building this side of things for the first story. And that will be starting on page 56. Right there. So I had intentions of starting this project on the fence and then just kind of, you know, going as far as I wanted to go and then probably leaving it for a few days and coming back to it. Instead, what I've done is I've opened up Pandora's box here, because now I've got all of the bags open and scattered everywhere. So now I really have no choice but to finish it, and finish it probably pretty soon, because the boys are going to want to come down and continue to build on some other projects. And when we get into those, we need a clear table. And otherwise, you know, I'll lose half the pieces to this set and never be able to finish it. So it looks like I've pretty much dedicated the next couple of days to working on this fence, which means I should pretty quickly have the end results of this set for you, and you can see everything through it. But this is where I'm going to leave it off for tonight, because I don't have time to finish the entire thing. So in the next video or two, you will probably see the completion of this set, and I cannot wait to get started with it. You can obviously already see that we have built the T-Rex, and that's in a previous video if you want to check that out. Not the skeleton one, although that is in a different previous video. But this bad boy here is finished and completed, and that goes with this set. But that is it for this video. If you liked it, subscribe, and we hope that we will see you in the next video. Feel free to leave a comment on this one if there's a particular part of this so far that's been your favorite, or if you have no idea anything about Jurassic Park, then you might be a little confused by all this. But if you do like Jurassic Park like I do, you probably have some thoughts on it. So share those in the comments. If you like the video, leave a like on it, and we will see you in the next one.